Yo, I can't do this. I can't move anymore. All right.
You
We ready?
have to play lacrosse.
You said what?
Nothing.
I know I have to play lacrosse, but like my body's just not fueled properly, and I went out and did all that, and I ran off of 4 regular pancakes, 3 chocolate chips, and I don't know why I did all that. Okay. All right. Let's make it happen, people. Here we go. Mr. Ever, you can put that in as a little teaser or whatever. Okay, great. Great. Here we go.
Pancakes.
Got the cocoa.
Here we go. Chocolate milk.
Nice.
Here we go.
Classic.
What's going on, everybody? For those who are new, welcome. And for those who aren't, welcome back to another episode of Z Suite, the podcast where we have everyday conversations with your everyday Gen Z kids. I'm Wilmer.
I'm Bronwyn.
I'm Darren.
And I'm Cameron.
Sit back, relax, and welcome to the suite. How's everybody doing this week? What's going on?
Me and Cameron are on spring break from this point on, so that's interesting. It's always fun. I think it's
when is it over?
I haven't looked at that, Cameron. You know, I think it's like 22nd.
I don't know exactly when.
Yeah, probably like a week and then some change. To be honest.
No, I think it's exactly a week.
It's exactly a week. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Exactly a week. Yeah, because we go back next. Yeah, we go back next month. We get like a week off, and then we got to go back to school and stuff. So yeah, we get a week of spring break, which isn't it's not too bad. Better than Bronwyn getting half a day or something like that.
Yeah, well, I end earlier. I'm done at the end of April, so.
Oh, no.
Wow!
I kind of don't mind.
I'm right there with you. I don't
know, like a week in the middle of the semester isn't. I don't know. It could just be me, but I'd still be stressed out during that week anyway. Yeah, one day isn't great either, but I don't know. I'd rather just be done early than that. Especially now because we can't do anything for spring break, or we're not supposed to. I'm sure plenty of people are doing stuff. But.
Oh yeah, you know that. I think we already talked about this last podcast, but there's a lot of people going to Miami, and then it's probably going to be those same people that come back complain about having to wear a mask. But that's none of my business.
Well, speaking of which, I got vaccinated today, which was cool. It was random. I didn't know I was doing that. We just got an email saying, hey, we have extra vaccines. Who wants some? And so I emailed back. I was like, hey, extra I want one.
Who wants some?
I feel like that was like super limited.
Yeah, well, 26. I think it was just the extras because they have appointments, but they also have they were like, oh, yeah, we have extra ones that weren't filled with appointments. So I was on the waiting list and then I got called. But yeah, it wasn't that bad, except for tonight I was shaking a lot. I was really cold. I was like shaking for some reason. I couldn't control it.
Side effects.
Yeah, it was weird. Yeah, I was expecting like breathing issues, but I was like shaking. So I don't know. I took a shower and it was fine. Now my head hurts a little bit.
I'm glad it's not breathing issues because if it was breathing issues, we'd have a lot bigger problem.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like side effects. I wasn't really sure what to expect. So.
Well, you're probably going to be getting your superpowers pretty soon.
Yeah,
hopefully. Maybe you'll get like, I don't know, we can turn into the Fantastic Four. I know Wilmer's definitely the Thing. Cameron's definitely...
Crazy.
Cameron, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm Johnny. Yeah, that's me. I'm Johnny.
All right, no. I was just making sure.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's me. I'm Johnny. You can be Mr. Fantastic.
All right, that's fine. I was double checking. We can pretend Mr. Fantastic. Yeah. And then Brown, you'll get like invisibility and all that cool stuff.
Nice.
So yeah,
I've never seen Fantastic.
I haven't either.
Yeah, well, Bronwyn and DJ get married in it, so there's that too.
No,
they might buy you AirPods.
Oh, they did.
Yeah,
I'm thinking about the.
I'm good. I have AirPods.
I don't know if you guys watched the. That's crazy. Wow. All right.
I think that just went over.
I'll see you guys next week.
I just went over Darren's head.
I appreciate that though.
That's crazy. Would you, Darren and Cameron? Would you get vaccinated?
I want to get vaccinated, but I just don't have the opportunity to.
Right. Mr. Forby? Is that the same for you?
Yeah, I probably would. Like, I was kind of against it at first, but I realized it's probably just best for everybody to get the vaccines because we can't seem to keep our masks on for the life of us. Like, we literally couldn't do it to save our lives. Like,
But
literally.
masks were like temporary anyway.
Yeah, they
like
were
that was never going to
temporary.
be a long.
That was never like the
solution.
final solution. Yeah, but like even then, like hold up for a little bit longer so that they can, maybe be a little bit more careful in the developing of the vaccine. But at this point, it's just
But
take
like,
it or
why
leave
were
it.
you against it? Why were you against it at first?
Because they definitely rushed. I know I literally did whatchamacallit, an assignment in my engineering class. We were learning about like planning out it was like this
The design
article about
process.
about the process of making a vaccine, like all the different stages and stuff, and they compared it to the stages the COVID vaccine was going. It was like a 200% increased rate of moving it through all the steps and stuff like that. So there's a bigger room for error and all that kind of stuff. So that was what made me skeptical. But at this point, it's take it or leave it, in my opinion, pretty much.
Well, I'm pretty sure that it's synthetic. Like, it's not like they don't inject the actual, like.
No, it's not the actual vaccine. It's not the actual like virus. Yeah, they don't.
No, it's so possible. It's not the actual virus. It's just a synthetic version of it to create antibodies to combat the symptoms of it. So I guess technically you could be a carrier. I mean I don't. I should do more research.
Well, that's what I thought
on these
vaccines were in
subjects.
general most of the time.
Yeah, most of them. They're
Like
just,
you can still carry it, but it won't affect you because you have the antibodies. But which is why we still have to wear masks because the people that don't have the vaccine can still get it from you.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Yeah,
So,
science. Woohoo.
I'm terrible at science, but I know that.
No.
So
I just think that in general, like, I guess the information about the vaccine and everything in its entirety wasn't dispersed in the best way. I mean, I guess it's my personal opinion because there was a lot of backlash for its initial release.
They don't want people having. I mean, they want people to have like access to the knowledge, but they also don't want you to question it too much. They'd rather you just take it. So I can definitely see.
I don't know why. I don't know if that's the reason why, like that was, there were complications in information, but I just acknowledge that there were. I think.
No, there definitely were.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah, no, I don't know why either. I mean, to a certain extent, I just assume it's always they want to develop. They want to. I actually got you. Nah, most of my reasons are speculative at best, so I honestly couldn't tell you why either. But
yeah.
Best guess is they just wanted people to take it no matter what, not give them that much information.
I mean, I definitely think that they were trying to be like, they were not trying to be secretive about it. I just think that it wasn't.
It wasn't pushed out in the way that it should have been. Yeah,
I just think that it was. Yeah, I feel like the information was more readily available to a certain group of people and not to
others.
Everybody. Not because I don't think it was like. I mean, it may not be intentional. I don't know. I haven't done the adequate research. I'm doing it now. Like, I'm just getting into it, but I haven't completed the research yet, so I don't really know.
Yeah, I feel that.
But I do know that there was an uneven distribution of information related to all that.
I can definitely see that. Yeah, and maybe it could have been purposely. Maybe it could have been accidental, but maybe
just like how society is, that's just how it worked.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I know what you guys are talking about.
How it can be sometimes.
Yeah, vaccination.
Crazy. Anyway.
Yeah, wear your masks. Get vaccinated.
Yes, wear masks.
Right.
Wear your mask. Get vaccinated. Hampton's making it required because we're now going on campus in the fall.
Are they giving it to you, or are they just be like,
No.
you're on your own?
Well, you're on your own. Like, it's
That's
just
ridiculous.
it's
That's not fair.
Yeah,
honestly.
Yeah, it's like how you have to be medically cleared and get all these other shots before you go to school.
Right. That makes sense, but like since it's such a current one, and also it's hard in different areas. I know in Maryland it's hard to get a vaccine right now. In North Carolina, it's not that, like, I got one today as a student. It wasn't that hard to sign up for one. So I think that's not really fair to say you have to get this vaccine that's like coveted all over the world right
Scarce.
now to
Mhm.
get
Right.
and then like leave it to you to fix it or figure it out.
Are you guys in person? You mean in person for the fall? Like, not just
Yeah.
on campus?
Yeah, well, right now they say we'll be. They say we'll be in person. I don't know what in person really means. Whether we do hybrid or,
I'd assume there'd
everything
definitely
in.
be some hybrid.
Yeah, I mean, I think off the bat they might, but I also feel as though that. I mean, because Hampton's honestly a really small school to begin with. Anyway, there's only like 5,500 kids anyway, which means that there are probably 6,100 people on campus actually. So, that's not that big compared to,
Other
the
universities.
UNCs and the
Yeah.
Marylands and the Towsons.
Facts.
So, we'll see what
The
happens.
public
but-
school.
Oh yeah, I
We're
guess
not
Hampton-
as fancy as you with your
Oh.
private school.
Yeah,
fancy. We're home. Maryland.
What's still it's still I don't know, it's still,
Still
a private.
private.
School.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, but like it's not,
Still fancy.
not really. It's not
Got all
really.
the
To
other
a certain
lessons,
degree, he's just being humble.
I'm not being humble. I mean, it's just smaller.
It's humility.
Realistically, it's just a private. It's not a Virginia state school. Well, I guess technically it is, but it's just a.
No,
I
it's
don't
not.
really know,
It's not a state school like we talked about last time.
right? I don't really know what private has to really do with anything in this situation.
The money.
I will say that, like,
Oh. Wait, I'm sorry,
go ahead.
real quick.
No, go ahead.
But Jeff Bezos' wife gave us like $40 million.
That's
That's
crazy.
really cool.
Yeah, she gave
That's crazy.
I think 5 HBCUs a whole bunch of her divorce money.
That's
That is
awesome.
crazy.
Bro, that's a, she got a lot of money from that though. Like,
I
Yeah,
just
she's
hope-
still like
Yeah.
the richest,
Got
one
a
of the richest.
lot.
Didn't she
Yeah.
marry like or is that somebody else? I might
Did
be
marry
tripping.
already?
I
Again?
thought
I don't know.
I'm probably thinking of somebody else. Never mind.
I mean,
Yeah,
good
no.
for her if she is. I'm not judging at
Yeah,
all.
no. It
Jeff
was somebody else.
Bezos.
But yeah, her net worth went up by like a
Let's see.
bunch.
Jeff Bezos was
I mean,
the
yeah.
richest man, and then still the richest man after
Exactly.
his
After-
wife
That's
Yeah,
crazy. to
half
think
of
about.
what he had.
Yeah.
Half.
Do you know how much money you have to make in order to still be the richest man after your wife takes half?
exactly. That's
That's
insane.
Crazy
That's
to think
insane.
about.
Oh yeah, she is
That-
married now.
Yeah, she got
Damn.
married to like a preschool teacher or
Dan
something like that.
Jewett.
Yeah, I knew that. Yeah, I knew she got
Interesting.
remarried. So I'm like, that dude. I don't know. They were just on Twitter talking about, yeah, that dude secured the
That's
bag
wild.
real fast.
I will say like that's kind of a interesting position for him, because I know personally I would be very intimidated by just like all the like coverage and all of like
Yeah.
the difference in like
Press.
wealth and
Like, you go
and
from
just
being the-
it's not even because like she's a girl and I'm a guy, just because like
It's
the
a new
difference
lifestyle.
is so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
always-
It's just
yeah.
so different. Yeah.
in
I
the
always
eye of
wondered
the
that.
public. Yeah.
With with basketball players, like when I just use this term, when famous people
Mm-hmm.
are getting into relationships, a lot of them will get into relationships with other
Other
famous people.
Right.
Right,
But
right.
But for those that aren't, like, how do you know that they're just not,
using you for
using you or
Exactly.
for
Like, it's
like
I
clout.
think it's hard
that's
to
always
decipher.
what
I
I
think in the long run you'll be able to tell. Like
Yeah, in
I
the
feel like
long
after
run.
a while
unless
you'd be
they're
like,
a
yeah.
very good actor.
Which
Yeah, that is true. Some of them are
if they were
really
that good, they'd be
actors.
famous for acting. So I think you're.
Oh
Wow.
You're safe.
wow, bro! I don't
Well,
know.
we'll
That's
see.
Crazy.
I don't know. I know that's just something I've always
No, yeah, I've always
Kind of
wondered
thought
that
about.
too, because it's like even if you're famous to a certain degree, you can always try to get some more clout. I know there's definitely people out there who just chase clout or get in a relationship. I forget, there was one example, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. But people who will get in a relationship with somebody famous just to create some kind of clout and boost their status in whatever community they're trying to get up in. But I can definitely see that. I can see where
I
you're coming
I
from.
feel like for like with Jeff Bezos' wife, like I feel like for her it was very hard to like get out there because she's like I don't know.
Her name
She's
is
all
Because
Mackenzie
she's always gonna be
Scott,
known
just
as
so you
like
guys know. So we don't have to
It's
keep
what?
calling her Jeff Bezos' wife.
yeah, that was exactly
Mackenzie
where I was gonna
Scott,
go with
yeah.
I know
that.
her name.
She's always gonna be
Mackenzie
known
Scott,
as
yeah.
Okay.
to the press
Yeah.
and the
Okay.
media. They're
Thank
gonna
you for
call
that.
her Jeff
I had
Bezos'
no clue who
wife,
she was.
but
Oh,
yeah, they're gonna call her Jeff Bezos' wife. Like, and then that could kind of transfer over to the person she just married. I forgot his name. My bad. But
Dan
he'll
Jewett.
Dan Jewett. He'll be known as Jeff Bezos' wife's new husband or something
news
like that. And it just
yeah.
everything comes back to Jeff Bezos at that point. So it's
Yeah.
really hard to create your own identity for yourself. Um,
What's
So that would be
kind of
frustrating
sucks.
for me. I don't know about you guys, but that would be frustrating for me.
Definitely, as like being labeled as like my ex, like, as the ex of my ex, like that's
Right.
kind of like
Yeah.
yeah.
What would you do with all that money? Like how?
I would donate it, a lot of it. Like she obviously didn't donate all of it, but I think I would donate a lot of it. I don't know. Buy some houses. Actually, I do
Yeah,
have
no,
like
that's
houses.
fair.
All these. I've looked up like all houses in these different countries. Like, I have one in Paris and one in London.
What would you do? Like I feel like it's kind of just like a waste of. Not a waste. I mean, of course, do what you want to do with your money. Like
Well, but there's so many people that need it for like more important things. It just feels.
Right.
I say that and I'm like, I want to be rich.
Yeah,
So
I mean, I don't know. I wanted to have. I don't know. With all that money, I think realistically, I'd use it to make more money
Yeah.
and continue
that's what
to
stocks
do
is
that.
for. Yeah, that's a
And
good thing.
I just I'd be in a very comfortable position.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be foolish with it. That's for sure.
I can't imagine you would be.
No, I'd help out my people.
I mean, it depends because there are a lot of, not to make it a stereotype, but if a young athlete gets signed to like a big contract, that they're
and then
gonna
they go broke
That is
fairly
true.
quickly.
Well, because they can
Yeah.
only play for a certain. I mean, I don't know that the basketball's a little different. I'm thinking
Yeah,
football,
no,
but
it's
like
very
they can only play for a
support
certain amount of time. You gotta. Obviously, it's more than a lot of people make in their whole lifetimes, but
yeah.
you still have to like I don't know.
I'm pretty
spread
sure
it
Start
out.
with your money.
I'm pretty sure football players they don't get paid in full. Like they don't get paid the same way as basketball and like baseball players.
Yeah, no.
Really?
I think football players get paid a little bit. I don't know if it's not like a paycheck on like
Yeah, so it's for
Like a pension.
I believe. Well, no, I believe for the NBA and MLB, when they say you get a $41 million contract for the next X amount of years, it's like you get that amount. Like you get per year, you get a certain amount, like
Yeah.
that you play, but like up front, like you get paid
upfront. Yeah,
that money.
Yeah,
For
you
the
get paid.
NFL,
yeah.
they don't pay you. I don't want to say upfront because I don't want to, I want to make sure I give out the right information or as right as possible. But I
Mhm.
definitely do know that there's a difference in how NFL players get paid compared to.
Yeah.
I have not
Oh,
done
yeah.
research on this, so I don't know.
Yeah, no,
I
we
know
definitely
either.
need
In the
to
NFL.
do some research and then come back with a definitive answer. But yeah, for the most part, yeah, you do have a point. I'm pretty sure. I know, yeah, NBA players definitely do get paid up front because as soon as like a rookie gets signed to a contract, first thing you'll see on social media is how he like bought a new like a new
Yeah,
Rolex or something like that. So
Yeah, how he helped out his parents.
Yeah,
his
exactly.
Oh,
About
that
his new car.
GQ, whatever. Like my first.
Yeah, the
one.
GQ.
Yeah, I saw
what
Tyler
about when I
Heroes.
first-
Yeah, I saw that one
I saw
too.
Tyler
Yeah,
Heroes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Have you
no,
heard
no,
the
he-
story about and how he went and bought his parents? He bought like 3 Mercedes in the span of one day or something like that. Shaq.
Yeah, I think
Well,
so.
I think-
Shaq was
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
wilding with his money when he first
Yeah,
got
when
his
he-
contract.
balling though.
When he first got, I think he was when he signed to the. Did he play for the Suns? No,
No, he
Yeah.
got drafted by the Magic,
I know he got drafted by the Magic.
and then he
Didn't
signed
he
to the
play in
Lakers.
Arizona?
I know he went from Magic to Lakers to Heat to Suns to Celtics.
He did play for the Suns, right?
Yeah, he played for the Suns at one point.
Okay. So when he went into Arizona,
Mm-hmm.
he went whatever blah 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 with his money he got paid, went and bought a Mercedes, and then he got home, right, and then his mom basically said, "Oh, where's mine?" So then he went out and bought another one.
Was she serious?
Yeah,
Crazy.
That's so funny.
I don't know. And then he went out and bought his mom one the same day. Got back with his mom's, and then his dad said, "Where's mine?"
Yep.
Then he went back out and got I think him and his dad have the same one, and then his mom has something different, or like a different type of Mercedes or something
That's
like
tough,
that.
yeah.
But, and then I think
the fact that you can do that.
then he dang near bought out a whole Walmart.
I remember that the
That's
receipt.
another
He
like
had
famous Shaq story.
the most
Yeah.
most money spent at, it was either Walmart or Target. I don't know, one of the two.
I think it was Walmart.
It was probably Walmart. Yeah, he bought like a
Yeah.
bunch of kids' toys and like stuff for kids and stuff like that.
TVs and
Yeah,
he had just bought like a new, I think when he actually was drafted to Orlando, he bought an apartment or a condo, whatever, and it wasn't furnished. So he literally bought everything possible that you would fit in a apartment,
a condo or an
And
apartment in
but, yeah.
Orlando.
Spent the most at Walmart, and I think Shaq has the most. I don't want to say that. Never mind. I don't want to say that. But
Oh, what?
Shaq is pretty money wealthy.
Oriented.
I see him on the what's that called? That the commercial.
General.
The
General
Oh my
commercials.
goodness,
That's what I was gonna say. Like, why does
yeah.
he need to do that?
Yeah,
He's definitely
the
focused on
General,
making as much money as possible.
Papa John's.
Papa John's.
I think he does the most ads.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's like, honestly, I
Most
think
of
of him
that.
as like it makes me laugh because of like just things like that. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Shaq
Like-
is a funny guy.
Yeah.
It's entertaining. It
He
is very entertaining.
Very entertaining. Barkley, I don't know why. That's my Shaq impression.
Your Shaq impression.
You can't do that.
Bro, you saw him with the water bottle, like how small the water bottle was compared to.
Oh yeah, when he was using the hot chip.
Yeah.
He was like pinching it. Yeah.
That's crazy to like. It really looked like a miniature water bottle.
Exactly.
And that's a regular water bottle. Like when I have to hold, nah, bro, there's no way. His hands are really like, just ginormous. I don't know how you can be 7'1", 300 pounds, and still be like, that's crazy to me.
As mobile as he is, or
Yeah.
was.
The first thing I thought of when you guys talked about that was like, how does he go on like roller coasters? Like, does he fit in like the seats and then you have to like put
2 to 1. You gotta
I'm
get his
pretty sure
own.
there are like height limits on some roller coasters.
Yeah, there are.
Some.
Yeah.
That's like my first thought when you guys
get
were
your
talking
head
about his height.
taken off.
But he's also like wide. Like he's also like a
Right.
wide dude.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
he probably wouldn't fit in like one seat.
Then he needs his own cart for himself or his own. Like when he goes to play bumper cars, like sometimes you can fit 2 people. That would be hilarious. Shaq in a bumper car. There's got to be a video of that on the internet somewhere. I'm
Probably.
definitely
He
looking
would
that up
fit.
after this. I'm definitely looking that up. It's got it. I'm convinced. I'll be really sad if there's not.
He would not fit in a bumper car, in a
a
regular size
bumper
bumper
car.
car.
Not the one. I mean, even the ones that when we went to Six Flags freshman year on the physics field trip.
That was a while ago, man.
That was a while ago, but I remember
Never
the bumper
went.
cars.
I didn't go to that.
Oh,
I didn't take
you
physics,
Took matter
so-
and energy. You took matter and energy.
No, I didn't. I took physics, but I was in Canada when you guys went for my sister's birthday.
That stinks.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
I
crazy.
mean, that's great.
Wow.
though.
I
mean, I kinda-
I didn't
liked
go to
Canada
bumper cars
better.
because I was in
I
Canada.
want to say I kind of would like
Yeah.
really enjoy Canada.
I think
What
it
a
was
terrible
good
reason to miss
trade-off.
bumper cars.
No, facts.
Yeah, I
It was
wasn't
fun though. It was
devastated.
very fun.
But like, I missed like hanging out
Yeah.
with everybody. That was like what I missed was
Yeah,
like,
like that was the best
being
part.
with people. Yeah.
I
Like
didn't
it was
take
it's a
physics.
video of me, Derek, and
Oh,
Christian.
I have that video.
And with you, Darren, we're stopping each other with our wet shirts.
You
I
said
have that
6th grade
video
or ninth
still.
grade?
Ninth grade.
And it just dawned on me. I think somebody said 6th grade, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense. But
No. Freshman year of
high
high
school.
school. We I have that video though, Cameron. When you got
Yeah.
Derek, and Christian had your shirts off, and you guys were like having the
Warming each
Mexican
other.
standoffs, like warming yourselves in your
with
shirt.
our shirts. Yeah.
That video is hilarious. It pops up. I don't even remember when we went, like the month, but it pops up in my memory. I'll try to find it after this because that video is usually hilarious.
That was a fun trip.
Yeah, that trip was pretty fun. I don't even remember what we were talking. I don't even remember how we got on that. Oh yeah, the Shaq putting in a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so 9 times out of 10, Shaq probably not fitting in any kind of roller coaster.
I got a
That's so
question.
sad.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, go
Brian.
ahead. Will. No, I said that's just sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is very.
Well,
sad.
I got a question. If the world was ending
Mhm.
and Cameron brought up, what did you say, Cameron, about the perspective?
Oh, I was just saying that for some people it could be
A sensitive
controversial,
topic.
but it could, yeah, because they could feel that like that their world was like ending during this like time, because this was a hard time and still is for a lot of people, and it greatly affected their lives in many different ways. So
Yeah,
that's all I'm
Carlos
saying.
St. Towns, especially. Not to cut off the question, but when I think about that, and I think about him, he
Oh right,
was
his family, like all of
he
them.
he lost like 2 or 3 family members. He was
Yeah.
injured for a majority of the season, so that's physical and an emotional trauma right there. So the fact that he's even like still going, I remember I just saw him play like the other night. I'm like, bro, why are you out on the floor? Like, how are you out on the floor? That's what I should say, because that man, he's gone through like a lot.
Oh,
honestly.
to be more specific with the question, if meteors were coming to take out the earth like it did the dinosaurs, and the world was going to go kaput,
Mhm.
and you found out you had like 2-3 days left, what would you do in those 2-3 days?
You want serious answers?
I was just wondering, man. I don't know what I'd do. Part of me says I don't know what I'd do.
Rob a bank?
Rob a bank?
What?
Ain't no,
What
What are you gonna
rob
do
no
with the
bank.
money if you what?
I ain't gonna be in jail for.
Scared.
I ain't gonna spend my
What
last
are you gonna
days in
spend that
jail.
on?
I
You
don't know.
you get the money, cool. Like what are you gonna do with it? Like what are you gonna go? What are
You
you gonna
can
like?
buy. I mean, at that point, money definitely becomes
I'm gonna take out a huge loan and like buy everything.
bruh. I'm
You
flying
think
the first NASA rocket to the moon, and I'll say see you later.
Do you think that? Do you think just like in the purge? Do you think like that would happen?
to a certain
Realistically,
extent?
if
To a certain-
everybody
Do we think the
out,
purge would happen?
Yeah, is that what you're
like
asking?
the
Is that your question?
concept of it. No,
Oh,
that's
in
just
the
something I thought.
scenario.
Yeah,
In
yeah,
the
that,
scenario?
yeah.
Oh, right. Well, is it like who knows? Is it just us who knows,
Is
or
it
is like
everybody
it like,
knows?
That's true. That's
or
true.
is it everyone? Because
What do you mean us?
totally
Like the four
different.
of us? Like if the four of us knew?
Like
Or
say you're asking me, right? Do I just know? Am I the only one who knows the world's gonna end in 3 days?
Yeah,
Or
that's
does
what
no,
I'm
everyone know?
everybody. It's national news.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
everybody on the
yeah.
world. That's what I
Everybody
assume.
knows that, the world's coming to an end.
Yeah, so I would say to a certain extent, I could definitely see some purge activities happening.
Definitely.
I'm not saying killing. I mean, I hope not. Nobody would really
Yeah.
kill
What
each
would be
other.
the point? Everyone would be dead in 2 days
Right.
anyway.
Yeah,
And I don't want to say a riot because that's realistic and that happens.
What are you gonna protest?
But I'm like, that's what I'm
not
saying.
right.
I'm not saying, I'm not saying
pillaging and
protest,
looting.
bro.
Just like mass
the
hysteria.
looting,
Oh, just like
Anarchy.
panic. Like
the
mass,
looting
like
has
panic.
happened. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I could definitely
I
see
would just
that.
go to Disney World for the last time.
How would you get there?
I think you think somebody's gonna want to fly you to
You
Disney
drive.
World?
Drive.
Like,
You drive to
gonna-
Disney.
okay.
No one's gonna
Don't
operate
need-
the machines. No one's gonna operate the machines in their last.
I don't
few
care.
days
I know
on.
that's so much better. I'd rather just be there by myself. That'd be awesome.
Disney World, like you're gonna see Mickey Mouse's castle or whatever, and it's just gonna be like people
I
just
don't think-
rioting and burning
You
it
see
down.
Mickey's head on a stick.
Oh my gosh. I don't think that's happening, but all right.
If I'm
No, I
honest,
could-
my serious answer would probably be like for at least the last day I would spend it like in church, because definitely have some like like that's something I definitely 100% would do. But before that,
see
I honestly
that.
would just like spend it with my friends, like just like get together, like,
Probably.
and
Cut them
family.
apart.
Honestly, yeah, that's like I could honestly see everybody to a certain extent just doing something with people that they love or care about. I can see that.
Skydiving.
Skydiving.
I want to go skydiving.
Or yeah, skydiving. Something I definitely would do 100%.
Even without the world ending, I want to go skydiving.
Yeah,
and
me too.
bungee jumping.
That one I'm scared of.
I am scared of heights, so I'm doing none of those.
Hold on. So you trust? Wait, hold on. Rewind, Cameron. You trust a parachute to save you more than a cord that? Okay.
Yeah, I do. But
Well,
like it's like different though, because like when you go bungee jumping, it's like you feel you feel the fall the entire time.
Yeah.
Versus like skydiving, you're kind of like just floating.
Falling
good amount of time.
the entire
Well, you
time.
fall for
Well,
a
yeah, I
while,
mean,
and then the parachute
yeah.
opens,
And
right?
then once you
Yeah.
reach max,
But still, like you're so high up that it just feels like you're like floating for a little bit, like you're just like suspended in air. Versus like bungee jumping, you're like you're going, you feel your acceleration.
see what's gonna happen when
Time.
Cameron goes parachuting. He's gonna open up the backpack, and then it's just gonna it's gonna be a regular backpack, and it's gonna have like school supplies fall out like they do in the cartoons.
Textbook,
Yeah.
The textbook,
chemistry
apple,
textbooks,
and
pens, pencils, number.
that'd be hilarious.
Pencils.
But yeah, no, I can definitely see the one time I go bungee jumping, the string's gonna definitely break off, and I'm gonna be like, "That's crazy."
Oh no! Have you guys been to the indoor skydiving place? Not Sky Zone. That's a bounce
Those are
house.
expensive. Those are very expensive.
Very expensive. I've only seen
$300
YouTubers go
for
there.
like a day.
Really?
Yeah, it's like really expensive.
I wouldn't. If I had them, if the 1400 stimmy hit, maybe.
Yeah. Can someone explain that to me? Like what?
Right.
I just saw it. Oh, I don't know.
I think that bill just passed. It
Yeah.
just passed.
So if you make less
it
than
passed
like
the House and then it just
75K,
passed the Senate.
yeah, and then the
it was a
president signed it.
50 49. It passed by a very slim margin.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, I don't remember the vote exactly, but yeah, definitely barely passed. And yeah, the president signed it, and it's like if you make less than 75K a year, you should be eligible for a stimulus check. They start going out 15th.
I don't know.
I think there was
some people are getting pendings in their accounts. I think I've heard on the news. I don't know what source, but
at least for me, my bank said that the 15th. 15th is when people will start getting there.
So we don't qualify for those, right? Because we're not
over the age of 18. I mean, if you have to file the taxes.
I mean, if you though.
Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously dependent, but like if you like have a job and you have to file, like my brother, he's like 21. He had a job, so I mean, he's getting his stimmy.
Is that a thing people are really saying now?
Stimmy.
Yeah, I mean,
all these people that saying stimmy, they're not even about to get a check.
Yeah, they really aren't.
All I'm gonna see on my Instagram stories, where's my stimmy at Biden? Like, you don't even qualify, bro.
You do not qualify.
You don't even qualify.
Go ask your parents for your allowance, like you normally do.
Oh wow, Darren. Jeez.
Yeah, that was a little.
That was a little.
Jeez, Darren, how do you make your money, huh?
Jeez. YouTube.
Can't say YouTube, boy. You don't have enough subscribers.
But how much? Like 50 cents?
Yeah, probably. I mean, they give me like
no, like seriously.
Some pennies, like they have. No, I don't make anything. I literally don't have enough subscribers.
Okay,
I was gonna say, boy, because for us, I know that you have to have like 1,000 subs.
1,000 subs, and then you got to have
something amount of in order to.
They let you monetize your
videos. To get a check rolling. By the way, you guys should go subscribe to our YouTube channel, ZSweet at /YouTube.com.
Yes, sir. And Darren Forby, just look it up on YouTube. It'll pop up.
Okay.
Let's watch. My bad. But yeah. So I guess we know what we'd do if the world was ending. We'd all spend it with our family and friends. Use that last $1,400 stimmy to do some cool stuff. And
stimmy.
I don't like that word. It makes me uncomfy.
No way.
How you going?
Like
the word stimmy makes you uncomfy?
I don't know. It just sounds weird to me. It's like one of those words that's just like, blah.
Moist, like the word moist.
Well, I don't even care. I'm not one of those people. I'm like, ew.
Trigger warning. Trigger warning.
Why are you saying it like that? Like the word moist.
Moist.
People don't like the diphthong. Oi.
Very.
How do you say? Do you say data or data?
Data.
Data. Pretty much.
Do you say Ellicott or Ellicott City?
Ellicott.
Yeah. Ew.
That's
Ellicott the city. That sounds like you're from like.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna be honest. I think I used to say Ellicott because that's how it was written out.
Yeah, that's how it's spelled.
Okay, well,
it's like we don't say Maryland.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. There's just some things you just make it easier to say.
But I don't think Ellicott is that bad. Ellicott, like that doesn't sound that bad. But then I also say Ellicott, but I'm like, oh, that sounds a little bit wavier.
Wavy.
That sounds a little bit wavier.
That's tough.
City.
What's in?
Y'all
what's
say
another
laboratory or laboratory?
What are we,
I say
British?
neither, but I say
Laboratory.
bathroom. I'm about to go to the
No,
bathroom.
I'm talking about like Dexter's laboratory.
Yeah, like
Oh,
Like an actual
laboratory?
lab.
Wait, what?
laboratory.
Not laboratory.
Wait. Did I just mess up? I'm confused.
Bro, laboratory or laboratory?
Laboratory.
I said.
No one's.
bathroom.
I don't even say laboratory. Just say I'm going to the lab. Or
Yeah.
like,
Wait,
I
how do you, is that?
don't even go to a laboratory.
But if I were to say laboratory, I would
Going
say
to the lab.
Laboratory, yeah,
Yeah.
That's fair.
Ew.
Yeah, I mean, that's like the only.
Yeah,
way to
yeah.
say
A
it.
lavatory is a bathroom. Okay, I had to make sure that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah,
I'm not.
No, no,
laboratory.
you're right. You're right,
Okay,
Wilmer.
okay,
But that's
okay.
not what he said. I think that's
But
where
that's
the
not what he said,
confusion was.
though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I go to the bathroom. I don't go
The washroom.
yeah. The
What's that
lib-
called in France? They have separate rooms like for the shower and the bathroom. So the bathroom and Bronwyn, you know this.
Yeah.
The bathroom like the it's like a actual like
bathroom.
bathing room.
Yes.
And then you
Mhm.
have the I'm going to use the toilet room like a
Mhm.
toilet. I should know the name of
The
the room.
bidet.
Toilet.
Totally
So one
bidet?
is
The
no,
toilet,
bidet
I
is
don't-
like a thing. That's no like la toilette, les toilettes. That's
Oh,
like the
okay.
toilets.
A
And then
bidet,
there's
yeah.
I
A
was
bidet is
thinking
something
about-
that shoots water up your butt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
bidet.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also in America, Darren.
Yeah, I
In
mean,
case you didn't
no,
know.
because the first
I mean,
time I
it's
saw
just
it was
more
when I went to
rare.
Africa. So
Yeah, I
didn't-
used one. I was in
I can't.
I think I was in North Carolina,
Mhm.
and there were two toilets, and I picked one.
Where?
And I
Like those are so fancy. I've never been anywhere where that actually was a thing.
yeah.
Really?
I'm lucky.
I went
If
to someone's
I get
house.
bread, I low-key might have one. And one that
Oh my
warms
God.
your buns.
Like those Japanese toilets.
Whoa.
Have you guys seen those
Yeah.
Japanese
Yeah,
toilets that like have the
crazy.
noise?
Real advanced.
Yeah.
You walk in and it's like, welcome
Whoa.
to the bathroom. That'd be so dope. That would be
Nah, that's weird though. But like, I don't understand like how you can like. It's so wet. Like
So you dry
that's-
yourself
you
off.
can control the
Ooh,
pressure.
No,
Yeah,
but
you
like, but still, like, you dry yourself off like after like
Yeah, you
take a thing and like.
You wouldn't.
yeah, so it's you use it. Right. Okay, this is
Uh-huh.
gonna get a little intense, people. So prepare
Trigger
yourselves
warning.
here.
Trigger warning.
Okay. So you use it, right?
You spray it.
You use it, right? And then you push a little button or whatever, or depending on how advanced it is,
Mhm.
twist a knob and the pressure of how much water pressure you want shooting up,
Okay.
and then you wipe.
Then you.
I
wipe
don't
it.
think it's.
And
I
then
don't
you
think it's
wipe.
as like wide of a spray of water as
it's
you're
not.
thinking.
Yeah, it's not. It's not gonna get the water is not gonna get stuck in your butt.
I've used it once though. I've only used it once when I was a child, and let me just say, I did not know that's how you're supposed to use it.
Yeah, I mean that's.
What did you
fair.
do? Drink it? You thought it was a water fountain?
Oh,
No, I didn't dry, which is kind of nasty. But I didn't.
Oh.
dry.
Oh, no, that's criminal.
He was walking around with a wet butt. Yo, Bob was a wet boy. Yeah.
No, but like I didn't. That's why I was so against it. But now that I know that, I understand it.
Yeah,
Like,
you-
I've never used one, so
yeah, I've never used one either.
I love how we're talking about it when we're like, yeah, this is how you
Yeah.
use it.
Well, but I know what it is.
Wait, hold on. So the two people who haven't used, oh, that's crazy.
I just,
I mean, but
I
it's
just
just
know
like
what it is.
You could tell that's what's supposed to happen.
You
I
have to
didn't-
experience it
Wasn't
though.
able to.
You can tell what it was.
Well, you were
for
younger
sure.
too, so it's okay.
Yeah, I was a child. Like obviously,
You're
I wouldn't
fine.
do that now. I probably wouldn't even use it if it was.
Bro, what? I was 13 when I had to use my first ride. That was an experience. That's all I'm gonna say. You can't really talk about it until you experience the sensation.
This is a
Okay.
sensation. It was not enjoyable. I did
All
not like
right.
sit there like, oh.
Okay, because I don't know how you did yours. We can go over the details off camera, but
Oh, thank you for that, Darren. Appreciate it. Thank you.
yeah, no. Can we talk about? I saw a tweet. Do I have? So you have like a pair of scissors, right?
A what?
Just like
Oh.
one pair of scissors, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't actually. Yes, I do. Hold on. Give me like.
Okay, tell me this has nothing to do with what we were just talking
It
about.
has nothing.
Yeah, I
To do.
hope
Okay,
it doesn't-
good.
Like,
Like,
yeah,
what?
I'm not gonna like. All right, yeah, we're not talking about that. But you have a
Okay.
pair of scissors, right? This is called. What
Okay.
is this called? A pair of scissors, right?
A
Yes.
pair of scissors.
Scissors.
Yeah, so what happens when you have two? Is that a pair of scissors as well?
You have
Two pairs of scissors.
Two
Two
pairs
pairs
of
of scissors. So
Just
if
like you
I
have two pairs of
I
socks.
separated
Yeah.
this. I have one scissor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think the scissor is the individual actual like
Yeah,
blade.
because these are
Blade.
combined. These are like both like handles
Yeah.
with blades, and then you shape
Right.
them in a way. Because
Yeah,
people are like, no, you have 2 pairs of scissors, and
You're so
then
infatuated by the scissors.
Just like you have
No,
2 pairs
alright.
of socks,
Two pairs of pants. You wouldn't say I have
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
pair of
Yeah.
pants.
2, yeah,
So, yeah,
and that just
go
means
grab
one.
me 2 pairs of pants.
Oh,
Okay, that's
right.
fine. English language is terrible. That's all I'm gonna say.
A random thought. Well, 2 random thoughts. One, I tried the Popeyes fish sandwich yesterday,
Excuse me.
and it was pretty good for
'Cause
it
it's
being a
Lent.
Popeyes fish sandwich. Huh?
It's because
Fish?
it's Lent. All the fast food stuff comes out with fish sandwiches during Lent.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Because people give up meat, which is so annoying for me as a vegetarian or pescatarian. Because I'm like, oh, it's Lent. We can have the fish sandwiches at Wendy's, or I guess Popeyes now
Yeah.
has them. So yeah,
One
was
of
it
Popeyes actually smack.
good?
Like yeah, it's good. I
Yeah.
recommend it. The other thought, well, not thought, but quick story to tell, was a few days ago. It was maybe like 11 o'clock at night, and I got home, and Potato, my dog,
Mhm.
wanted to go out. He was very eager to go outside, and I was like, well, I just walked you, but whatever, I'll put you outside. And I opened the door to the backyard, and for those that don't know, I'm not gonna give you my address, but
Come on, give
I'll
it to the
describe
people.
my house.
Give them what
It's
they
a
want.
gated, it's a fenced like backyard,
Mhm.
and I open the door, and Potato darts out, and there are 2 deer in the backyard. Now, what I'm about to say is a little uneasy, so if for those who are listening,
Trigger warning.
skip this part, press the
Trigger
skip
warning.
button. But
PG-18.
I've seen Potato kill a rabbit, like he snapped its neck and killed the rabbit. So when I let Potato out and I saw the 2 deer, I didn't know what to do. Like there was no calling the dog in. Homie was on full hunt mode. But I also think he wasn't really trying to be aggressive with them.
He was
But
trying to play. He wanted to make some friends.
Wait, is your dog is it a hound?
He wanted to
He's I don't know. He's a lab. Yes,
Okay.
lab. He's a lab and something else, but we really don't know what the something else is, honestly.
Yeah, I have
Something else.
one of my dogs is like that too. Yeah.
Yeah, we think it's Akita, but we also think it's something else. Like we really don't know what homie is.
Homie built different. That's all.
He was out there just like chasing the deer. And I don't think he was really trying to like be aggressive with them, because as of lately, the deer has been on the other side of the fence and they've just been nose to nose and like having staring contests, and he hasn't been like barking at them. But
Damn.
my fear was the deer, how the deer would get out of the backyard. Excuse me.
How did they get in? Was the door closed?
I think no,
Jumped
the
over?
gate was, but they definitely like jumped the fence.
Mhm.
But when I let him out and I just see 2 deer and a dog, and my dog ran around, everything in my mind is on alarm mode. But luckily, the first deer was quick enough to jump back over the fence. But the second deer was kind of in a situation, so him and Potato were still running around the backyard. But then the deer jumped, like the second deer jumped the fence too. But my fear was one of the deer missing the fence and
impaling themselves.
And then now I got a dead deer in my backyard.
Do you know on New Hampshire Avenue, like there's some sort of gate with like a lot of like spikes on it. It's in front of one of the religious buildings. I don't remember which one, but I guess when my sister and like they were on a bus and that happened, like there was a deer impaled on a gate.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
that's not good.
Sitting there, that's crazy.
Yeah, I've seen
I've seen a lot of dead deer on the road. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
a lot of roadkill. Yeah,
there's been a lot of roadkill races.
I've seen one, and then it was still moving. I was like, oh, bro.
I honestly have never. I don't. A lot of the stuff I see on the road, like I never see otherwise. Like I see a possum. I'm like, I've never seen a possum in real life, like alive. I just
I had one. I had one in my recycling bin, and I didn't know what to do. I don't like outdoor animals.
Oh.
I do not.
Didn't we have those? We have vultures near here. Like we have.
Yeah.
Yeah, and at Blake. So
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Have you guys ever seen like dead animals at Blake?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. And then I think I saw I stayed after school one day. I don't know if it was for open house or what, but I definitely saw like a dead. It might have been like a raccoon or a rabbit outside. Like the vultures were definitely picking at it.
Yeah, like they so when I was running cross country, uh we had to use a track for a little bit, and it smelled like really
Awful.
bad.
Oof.
Yeah, and then I looked up, and there were like vultures like circling like the field, like we were like joking, like, oh, we're gonna get eaten or whatever, right? And I run on the track, and we get to the end of the track, and we see just a dead deer, open limbs, intestines. Sorry, this is kind of gross.
Wow.
Trigger warning.
Dead deer, dead. I'll just say, dead deer, very visible, a lot of gore out, and it smelled really bad. And that is why I no longer go up to roadkill.
I had a deer shoot at the car. I was driving, and I kind of
Did a deer run into you?
No, but that was
There's
my biggest. That was my biggest fear because I saw them run across the road, and this is 29. So the cars are going.
Yeah.
Well, it was 29, but it was also like 12 o'clock at night. It was like midnight. But this is a 60 mile per hour. Whatever 29 is, like a road,
Yeah.
whatever it is.
It's a highway, right?
And then I think so. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a highway.
Yeah. So I saw them run across, and my dad told me that deer will run back out onto the road.
Mhm.
So when the deer crossed, I was like, oh, okay, great. Thanks. I don't get to hit a deer today. But then he shot back at the car, like at the tail end of the car. And
Right.
my heart stopped because I
That's
said, yo,
crazy.
this deer, because deers are heavy. I never really understood how deers could mess up a car,
They
Oh,
big.
trust me.
but
They have
deers
big
are
bodies.
There's an
hefty
episode of
things.
Gilmore Girls, and you probably none of you probably watch that, but where
It's not a assume, all right.
there's an
Yeah,
episode
you
where
watch it.
Rory's car gets hit by a deer. Like she's like, I got hit by a deer, and the
Yeah.
person's like, you hit a deer? No, I got hit by a deer.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
those things are
Scary.
Have you ever
hefty.
seen how big a moose is?
They're huge.
No,
They're
are
huge.
A moose.
bro.
I've seen a
What?
picture.
Like,
Oh.
they are bigger than like
Yeah, they're
A car.
humongous.
a car.
They're huge.
They could take on a car. Like I've seen moose fight. I think
oh no, bro.
It-
Meese.
I
not
saw a dead cat when I was running.
Ew.
What?
Bro,
Yeah, it smelled really bad also.
I don't
Okay.
do outdoor
Very
animals.
graphic.
Foxes, no. I hate foxes. I hate any outdoor
Really?
animal. I know people like, well, Wilmer, they're more afraid of you than you are of them. I don't care.
They are.
Anything
they
is
are.
For the
possible.
most part, yeah, but
Still
they can
scary.
definitely still mess us up.
Anything. I've had a fox follow me, and I've hated it ever since. And I know when a fox is following me.
Just curious.
Swiper, no swiping.
Facts.
Swiping.
Trying to eat my dog. I said, oh nah, I bolted potato. And I
Oh.
said, nah, potato, we gotta go.
We had dogs in our neighborhood, right? They were
Mhm.
I'm not gonna say the kind of dogs. They already have a negative connotation, and they shouldn't have any more negative connotations. But
Pit
they're
bull.
dogs.
The bull, definitely.
Well, okay. I was not trying to say it, but since you wanted to say
Well,
it,
I
you
mean,
can
that
say
was
it.
I was
we
making an
got it.
assumption because I know once you said negative
Nah, bro.
connotation.
Pit bulls. Dogs will be dogs. It's just really how they're trained.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like their pit
Environment
bulls
that they come
aren't.
in. But not all
not
pit bulls are
bad.
bad. Yes,
No,
not all
but
pit
their
bulls are bad.
breeders were like their breeders were bad. Like they were.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
They
breeders
lived
were
on the
bad.
street.
Yeah.
They're like they weren't good with them, and so they were breeding them, and I'm pretty sure it was like illegal. But
Yeah.
oh, I probably should say this. Anyways, they were breeding them, and they like weren't housing them correctly, and one of them got out, and or a few of them got out, and they attacked my neighbor's dog and actually like killed it.
Oh god,
Wow.
They killed her dog, and like
That's
I don't know, it
ugly.
was crazy.
That's
Yeah.
that's scary.
That's
That to say,
ugly.
like if any kind of animal came after my dog, it would have to catch his hands.
Yeah, no,
Like,
I definitely
immediately.
would. Especially talking about like a German Shepherd or something like that.
Nah, when I get old, I want a big dog. When I'm living by myself, I'm talking like a Mastiff, Great Dane.
Have you seen
But-
I forget. It was like that big dog that looked like a bear. I don't know if we talked
A
about this
Bernese
already.
Mountain Dog.
Yeah, it's probably that one. It was
Oh,
like
the
it's
big
like
one?
it's
The
like
huge
a
one?
big.
it basically looked like a bear. I saw a video on Twitter.
Yeah.
It was probably a Bernese Mountain Dog, or it was something Mountain Dog. That's probably what I'm thinking of because its fur was definitely like
Yeah,
long and
Doberman.
shrink. Yeah. It was. It looked like a bear, legit. It was, bro.
Or Doberman. Dobermans are beautiful. I would want a Doberman.
So are huskies.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
dogs as a whole, they can be really
Except those little
beautiful
like
animals.
crusty dogs. I'm sorry, but
We kind of mess them up though, like as like breeders.
yeah, exactly.
Oh god, that was a very bad
I'm not
looking
trying
face
to
that I just
push
did. I'm
that
so sorry about
stereotype.
that.
No. That noise is definitely accurate. But like an old lady like holding one of those in their purse or something.
Their purse.
Like that. Yeah.
And they're white, like the dogs are white, not the women. But
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
that's
dogs.
Anyone
that's
can
pretty
hold a
accurate.
dog.
Well, I didn't want to say, all the white women got all the white
No,
dogs. I want to say all
Yeah,
that.
no. We're not pushing
True.
anything like that, but you gotta face the facts at some point. There is some
Yeah.
trends.
Well, does anybody else have anything else to say?
Hungry.
Facts, bro.
Hungry.
I'm hungry and I'm
hungry.
tired.
I busted
Tired
you
and
in
hungry,
today
boys.
in basketball, man. Oh my gosh, I'm so
Oh
hungry.
my gosh, that's
Yeah.
definitely not what happened. But
Bro, I
there's
hit
no
a step
footage.
back fade on you, dog. Like
Footage? You won the last game? All right then.
you didn't.
Darren missed
This
a
is
wide
Z
open
Sweet,
layup.
and we'll see you later.
Yeah, I was gonna say. On that note, we gotta
That's
figure out how
crazy.
we're gonna end these
Yeah,
things, man.
it's
Because
very
it'd be
very
so
almost there.
random.
You were almost
very
there.
It'd be so
roasted.
random. Here we go. On that note, we're gonna take it out, people. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Make sure you follow us on our social medias. Instagram, we are z.sweet. Twitter, we are z_sweet. If you're just listening to the audio, we have a visual on YouTube. Just look up Z Sweet. We also have a TikTok, Z Sweet.
You.
And yeah. Join us back next week, same time, same place.
Yes, sir.
This has been the Sweet.
Woo.
Appreciate it. Peace.